Hey guys, it's Cameron. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this. I call it the Cleo top because I feel like it fits that name, because like Cleo the mermaids, and it's kind of like mermaid, you know, so I named it that. But I'm going to be showing you guys how I make that. This is my pattern. I got the bottom half of it based on a book that I have, and the top I just kind of freehanded it. So I did make up the pattern. I'm really proud of it, and I really like this top because for the bottom half you can do whatever stitch you want. You don't have to do, I don't remember what stitch that's called. I think it's the pie cut, I don't know, but you don't have to do that stitch. You could do whatever stitch you want, and I feel like that makes it so special and kind of unique. But yeah, I'm gonna be teaching you how to make it with this stitch. You can use whatever stitch you want. It's pretty easy, pretty beginner friendly-ish. I mean, I wouldn't do it as like a beginner, but if you have crocheted a couple tops before, then I think you should get the hang of this, because it's really just the hardest part is remembering the stitches, and you can just replay the video to kind of help you remember them. But yeah, if you guys make this top, be sure to tag me so I can see, because I really want to see how it looks on you guys, because a lot of you guys have been asking me for the pattern, so I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Okay, let's get into the video. For materials, you'll be needing some yarn. I like using cotton yarn for this project because it just looks a lot better, and I'm using I Love This cotton yarn from Hobby Lobby in the color bright green, and then I'm using a 4.25mm hook and some scissors, and then optionally some beads. I feel like it adds pizzazz, you know. Also, for any of you guys who are wondering where I got this pattern from, I got it from this book by Sarah Hazel, and oh my god, I got the stitch by her, the stitch that we'll be using for the bottom, the pie cut shell stitch from her, and then like for the rest of the top I just kind of made up my own thing. So yeah, definitely check this book out. I've made a lot of tops with it and it's super cool. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start off by chaining. We're gonna be chaining our bust size, but keeping it in multiples of 12. So if you need some guidance, I chain 48, and 48 is good for anybody who's an A through C cup, but if you're bigger than that, I recommend chaining 12 more than that. But for A through C cup, chain 48 usually works out well, so I will be chaining 48. And this is going to be the measurement of like right under your bust. So if you put it right under your boobs, it should fit from one side of your boob to the other side of your boob. And from here, we're going to chain one more. And if like you see me pausing, it's because I'm referring back to the book. And then we're going to do one single crochet into the second stitch from the hook. So I'm gonna go right into that stitch and do a single crochet. And then you're going to chain 5, skip 3 chains and do a single crochet into the 4th one. So here's 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the 4th, and you're just going to keep repeating this. So chain 5, skip 3 stitches, single crochet into the 4th. And kind of really pay attention when you're doing this, because this is like the base for the stitches that we're gonna do, so it's kind of important to make sure you have the right measurements, like the right amount. And this is what it should look like. If you did the same amount of chains as me at the beginning, which was 48, then you should have 12 of these gaps. And let me show you guys what we're working on. So right now we're working these gaps right here, and we're about to get right into our picot fan stitches. So For step 2, we're going to chain 5. And this chain 5 counts as 1 double crochet in a chain 2. And then we're going to turn our work and do a single crochet into the first chain 5 arch right here. We're going to wrap around our hook, and then in the next chain 5 arch we're going to work 8 double crochets. Then in the next arch, we're gonna work a single crochet. We're gonna chain 5. And we're gonna just repeat what we just did. So single crochet into the next arch. 8 double crochets into the next. One single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, 8 double crochets into the next arch, single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, 8 double crochets into the next arch, single crochet into the next arch, and that is our last arch. So we're gonna kind of mimic what we did over here where we had an extra arch at the beginning. So we're gonna chain 2, and we're gonna do 1 double crochet into the last single crochet of the round. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. And you're just gonna work a double crochet into there. And this is what we're working with. And now we're gonna turn our work. Chain 1, we're gonna work a single crochet into that gap, and now we're gonna make 7 picot stitches. So into our first double crochet, it can be confused with this stitch here, but it's not that stitch. Don't go into that. It's this one right here. So not in that one, but that one we're gonna make a double crochet, chain 3, and then into that first chain we're gonna work a slip stitch. And then we're gonna go right into our second double crochet. So next to the stitch, or right next to that stitch, we have our next one, and we're gonna work a double crochet into there. Chain 3, slip stitch into the first chain, and we're just gonna keep doing this till we have 7 in total. So that was 2. Here's 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7. So here's all our picots, and we only have 1 stitch left. And into that last stitch, we're just gonna work a double crochet. Like so. Look how beautiful it's already looking. You see it coming together. Now we're gonna work a single crochet into the arch. So not this stitch right here. You'll be tempted to go in there. Don't go in there. go into the little arch we have here. So not into that stitch, but right into the arch. We're gonna work a single crochet, and boom, we're just gonna repeat our picots again. So remember, this is not the stitch we're looking for, this is. So we're gonna make a double crochet, not in there, but right in here. Chain 3, slip stitch to the first, and do this 7 times. And we're essentially just repeating exactly what we just did. So you can rewind, or you can just watch, but I'm not gonna explain it anymore. I'm just gonna kind of show you guys. But yeah, just keep repeating the picot, and then we'll do our single crochet into the gap, and then repeat. And this is literally the whole pattern. Like after this, we're basically just gonna restart it, and I'll leave you guys to it. But yeah, it's super easy, and it's fun because it's like different stitches every round. So it's kind of fun, like the flower sweater in that way. And if you ever lose count, really just count these little arches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm good. So now I'm gonna work, oh no, one more, sorry. One more, 7. Now I'm gonna make my double crochet into the last one. Work a single crochet into the gap, and just keep doing this, and I'll be back to show you guys what to do next. All right, so I'm coming to an end, and I'm showing you guys, we're gonna make a single crochet into this last gap and turn. So now we're gonna chain 8, and now we're literally just repeating these beginning gaps that we made so that we can start working our fans into them. But yeah, we're gonna chain 8, and this is round 4. We're going to skip the first 2 picots and do a single crochet into the 3rd one. And you just kind of have to shove your hook in there. There's no specific math to it. Like that. Chain 5. Skip the next picot and go into, so we're only skipping 1, and now we're gonna go into the 2nd. Chain 5. We're gonna skip 2, and we're just gonna do a double crochet into the single crochet. So it's this stitch right here. Ignore my nails, guys. I just ripped off my acrylic nails, and now my nails are really unhealthy, but I'm about to get them done. That's why I want them to grow. Anyways, we're gonna do a single crochet not into here, but into here, into this, or we're gonna do a double crochet into the single crochet. So not in there, but in here. If you do it like you don't know what you want to do it in, and I'm explaining it, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna look the same either way, but the right stitch is this single crochet. So we're gonna work a double crochet right into there. It should look like this, and we're gonna keep doing that. So chain 5, skip 2 picots, go into the 3rd, chain 5, skip 1 picot, go into the 2nd, chain 5, double crochet into the single crochet. And yeah, you're just gonna keep doing that all the way down your round, and I'll meet you guys when I'm done. Coming to an end, I'm just doing my double crochet into the last stitch of the round, and now we're going to chain 5, turn our work, and we're now on row 5. So we're just repeating what we did on row 2, where we do a single crochet into the chain 5 arc, and then 8 double crochets in the next. single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, and just keep repeating this. So you're gonna do a single crochet into the next, 8 double crochets into the next, single crochet into the next, chain 5, and yeah, just keep repeating this until you get to the end of your row. So I just worked my single crochet into the last stitch, and now I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to do a double crochet into the 3rd chain of our chains. So it's 1, 2, 3. It doesn't have to be exactly the 3rd one, just do it kind of low on the chain. And I'm gonna leave you guys to it because now we're just gonna be repeating rows 3 through 5, and I'll have timestamps on the bottom of the screen. And yeah, just repeat rows 3 through 5 until you have enough pie cut fans to cover however much you want it to cover your belly. I always do 5 rows because that covers my full belly, but if you want a little cropped, you can do 2, you can do 3, you can do 4. If you want a dress, holy crap, okay, hold on, I'm getting excited. If you want it longer, you can do more. But yeah, I do 5, and it's gonna look something like this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, I'll be back when I'm done with that. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but I am making this in an A cup. So if you guys are making it in an A cup, you can just follow my tutorial exactly. But if you're making it in a different size, you can still follow it. Just listen to like when I say to switch it up if you're a different size. But yeah, I will see you guys when I'm done with all 5 of my rows. Okay, so I just finished my 5 rows, and now we're gonna start working on the top, which are the cups. So I ended off on my pie caught stitches, and I'm just going to chain 1 and cut off my yarn. I also forgot to mention, to weave in your loose ends, you will need a darning needle. You don't have to use one, but I think it's easier if you use one. But yeah, you definitely need that. How I'm going to do this is I'm just going to attach to one of my ends. So I'm going to attach here at the top. I'm just going to attach with a double knot. And then we're just going to be putting 48 half double crochets across here. So we're going to pull up a loop, chain 1, and then I'm going to work 4 half double crochets into each of these gaps. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the next gap I'll work 4. Next gap 4, after that 4. So I'm just going to keep working up 4 half doubles into each of these gaps, and it'll give you your initial chain count. So definitely keep count so that you'll know if it's right or not. But yeah, for me, when I'm done with this, I should have 48 half double crochets in total. Okay, now we're going to start working up our cups, and since I'm doing A cup is 5 inches, so I'm going to measure out 5 inches, and I'm going to do half double crochets until I reach that stitch. I'll put all the measurements for A through D cup on the screen, but yeah, I'm gonna measure out 5 inches, and I'm gonna work my half doubles until I get to that stitch. If you are doing B cup, you measure out 6, C cup, you measure out 7, and so on and so on. But yeah, I'll tell you guys how many inches that ends up, or how many half doubles that ends up being. So I'm just gonna chain 1 to my work and start working half doubles till I reach that measurement. Okay, so for a cup, I did 22 half doubles, and now from here I'm going to chain 1 to my work and work a decrease. So to work a decrease, all I'm going to be doing is skipping that first half double, going into the second with a half double. So skipping that first stitch, going right into that second one. And then I'm going to work all the way down like normal. And I'm going to stop when I'm 3 stitches away from the end of my cup. So I'm 3 stitches away from my last stitch, and I'm going to work into that next half double. I'm going to skip the half double right before the end and just go right into the end. And it should be like that. And so now from here, I'm going to work 2 rows of regular half doubles with no decreases, and then I'll work a decrease, and I'm going to keep alternating from 1 decrease round, 2 regular rounds, 1 decrease round, 2 regular rounds, until it's gonna like naturally form a triangle. And I'm gonna keep doing this until it reaches about enough to cover my boob, and then from there we're just gonna work decreases to end it off. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this, and then I'll come back again. It's just 2 regular rows, 1 decrease row, 2 regular rows, 1 decrease row, until it can cover your boobie real good. All right, I'll be back. So for a cup, I did 20 rows, and I just ended on a decrease row. And now I'm just gonna keep doing decrease rows until I only have 1 stitch left. So chain 1 to my work, and I'm just gonna work my decreases until I only have 1 stitch left in the round. Okay, I have 2 stitches left, and I'm just gonna skip the first one and go right into the next one. And this is what my cup looks like. It does look a little long, but that's just how it is built. You can hold it against yourself to make sure you like the way it looks. And from here, I'm going to chain 80 for my strap. Okay, now I'm just going to cut my yarn. And then now we're gonna work on the rest of our straps for this side of the top. So I like my top to be a little more secure. If you don't really like the way straps look and you don't want that many, then you can do less than me, or you can do more than me. But I put 3 straps. I put the top strap, and I put a strap in the middle of the cup, and then lastly a strap at the bottom of the cup. So I just kind of scout out like towards the middle bottom of the cup is where I'm gonna put my second tie strap, and I'm gonna put it right here. It's kind of like in the middle but closer to the bottom. There's no like specific place you have to put it. I just kind of put it somewhere at the bottom of the cup, and then I'm gonna double knot that, leaving a little bit of a tail so that it's easier to weave in. And I'm gonna chain 80. Okay, so I just chained my 80, and I'm gonna cut my yarn. And then one more strap. We're gonna put it right here where we did our loops. So I'm gonna tie a double knot. And I'm gonna chain 80 with it. And cut my yarn. right. Okay, I'm trying the top on and I forgot to add, if you like it like this, you can keep it, but I like to add straps here just to make it a little more secure on the waist. So I'm gonna do that right now. And I'm gonna just add it right here. And it's the same chain 80 on both sides. So we're gonna repeat all of this on the other side, the cup, the straps, all of it onto the side. Just tie a knot and then do your same amount of cup length, go up into your triangle, add your straps, and then all that's left is working on the mesh that goes between the cups and the tying and putting the beads, and we're done. So yeah, this stuff is pretty quick to work out and it's fun and it's easy. So I'll meet you guys when I'm done. Okay, so now we are done with our cups, and you can leave the top like this, but personally I find that it doesn't give me enough coverage, so I like to add a little mesh on the insides. So to do that, we're going to connect our yarn up where we put our strap, and I'm just gonna connect with tucking my tail. So from here you're gonna chain 1, and you're just gonna work single crochets all the way down this cup, through these single crochets, and then all the way up or through these half double crochets and all the way up the cup. So you just kind of go into random stitches on the side of your cup, and I recommend keeping count of how much you do on the side of your triangles, because then you can match them and it'll be even. So I'm just going right into that stitch, and I'm just gonna go into open places on my stitches, not leaving big gaps because I want it to be a little more seamless. So I just worked my my single crochets. I did 34 down the cup, and then some in the middle, and 34 up the cup. And again, you just leave it like this, or you can add your mesh. So I'm gonna chain 3, turn my work, and I'm gonna skip 2 of these single crochets and double crochet into the 3rd. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, and I'm going to keep doing this mesh stitch all the way down and around my top. Okay, so here's what we're working with, and now I'm just gonna go back over it with single crochets. So I'm gonna chain 1, turn my work a single crochet into that double crochet, and then a single crochet into the gap. So I'm gonna be working a single crochet in the double crochet, 1 in the gap, 1 in the double crochet, 1 in the gap, all the way around our cups. Okay, so I just finished, and now I'm going to chain 1 and cut my tail, cut my yarn, leaving a little bit of a tail so it's easier to weave in. Pull through, and boom. So again, you can leave it like this, or you can add the little tie in the middle. And for this, I don't count my chains for how much I do, so I'm gonna make a chain right now and I'll tell you guys how much I end up doing, and then you can mimic that. Also, whenever you are making your chain for this, make sure you leave a tail before you slip knot so that we can put our bead on it easier. So I'm just leaving a pretty long tail before I slip knot, and then I'm gonna chain however much. Okay, I chained 140 and it should be enough. So now I'm gonna count up however much I want my tie to go. I like mine to be pretty high because I like more coverage, but if you want less coverage, then you can go lower. It all depends on what you want. So I'm gonna go starting from here. I'm gonna just go 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna go 7 up, which is right here. It's about where we put these straps. And what I'll do is I will just pull my string through there on both sides, making sure it's even, because if it's not even, it's gonna get really annoying really fast. Okay, and then I'll just weave them in through each of the holes, being careful not to pull it too much so that it's not uneven. You can also use your hook, it's a little easier. No, it's not. I'm so in love with this color, y'all. It is so pretty. Y'all hear that banana pudding cooking in the back? Oh Lord. Y'all saw that, I know this is old news, but what's her name? Oh, what's her name? Coy Leray, is that her name? She makes her banana pudding hot. Please tell me y'all don't do that. That sounds so gross. Like I can't. I get it straight from the fridge. I can't even imagine hot banana pudding. That sounds awful. But anyways, so I've tied down, not all of them, but most of them. And now I'm going to tie it like a shoelace. I probably should have chained more because this is a little bit small, but it's okay. Yeah, I definitely should have did more chains. So if you haven't chained yet, chain 160, I'd say. But yeah, and now we're gonna add our beads. There's no specific way I do this. I probably do it wrong, so you could look up like a tutorial, but I just shove my hook in there, pull my yarn through. Or no, hold on, let me redo that. I just shove my hook in there and then pull my yarn, not all the way through though. And then I just like, no, I pull it all the way through. I do pull it all the way through. And then I just tie it in a knot, in a bunch of knots, and I keep it up high. Yeah. Tie it in, and then I just keep tying it in knots. I literally just chain and pull through. And then once it's secure, I'll just cut it. And then I'll weave that through. Sometimes I'll light it on fire to like burn it, but I don't feel like it. So yeah, that's how I do it. It's probably wrong. It's definitely wrong because I made it up, so it's wrong. But if you don't, you can always look up how to attach beads to crochet projects, and it'll probably give you a tutorial. But I'm so lazy to do that, so I just guess. Oh, that's how I do it. I just tie it in knots. I hope y'all saw that. That's a better way than what I showed y'all. Sorry. All right. And boom, that only took me, what time is it? That took me 2 hours. Now let's weave in our ends. So get your darn needle, let me go get mine. So we're gonna flip the top to the other way, the wrong way. And then we're just gonna find all our loose ends, shove them in the door and a needle, and just start going through random stitches on the top. Y'all know how to sew in loose ends. I think. I don't know. Just pull through random stitches. Once it's secure, cut down. Boom. Boom. I don't know if y'all can see my forehead right now. I'm gonna assume not. Alrighty, we're done with our top. So now you can give her a little try on or whatever. You basically tie this around your neck. Boom, done. Tie these behind your back. Boom, done. Tie these behind your back. Boom, done. And you're about to be looking flawless as ever. Yeah, I'm gonna try it on, make sure everything looks right, and then I'll probably make a TikTok and upload it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. That's all there is to it. And the beautiful thing about this top is that you don't have to use this pie cut fan stitch. You can use whatever stitch you want. Like, go get y'all this book right here, or just look up, you can literally look up stitches online, but get you some cool stitches and make this top with it and tag me. Give me some inspo, because I'm definitely doing this when I finish all my orders, because this is such a good idea. But yeah, left over with this much yarn, and I had 100 grams and 180 yards, and this was an A cup, so you could probably make up to a C cup with that amount of yarn. But yeah, bye guys. Okay, that's it for the Cleo top. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it was easy to comprehend and understand. Of course, as always, if you guys have any questions, just comment them down below and I will try my best to answer them. And if you guys see anybody with questions that you know how to answer, feel free to answer them, because sometimes I don't know how to answer all questions, so I just kind of ignore them. Yeah, comment what color you guys made this top in. I'm actually interested. And again, please tag me if you make this, because I really want to see it on you guys. Feel free to sell this top. It's not like you can only make it. Like, feel free to sell this top, feel free to share my pattern, do whatever, but just credit me if you can. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye guys. Comment what you want to see next, because I'm at a loss. Okay, bye guys, love you.